Instead of you spending time on your social media, maybe 10 hours, 5 hours, who knows how much time you're spending, hire someone to do that for you. Take that extra time to do something that actually generates real revenue for your business, and it will pay for itself. Hello and welcome to the Elevate Podcast. I'm your host, Patricia Nowakowski. I am a salon owner, educator, and mindset coach that helps hairstylists and salon owners go from overwhelmed and burnt out to motivated and empowered. It is my mission to help you systemize your business, generate more profit, and create a career behind the chair that you love. Join us every week to learn about small shifts you can make to elevate your business regarding mindset, marketing, social media, business systems, and so much more. I'm starting off today's podcast with something that I feel is so true. The investment you make in your business today generates the revenue you see in your future. So many people are afraid to make investments in their business because they believe that money is not a renewable resource. In reality, money is a renewable resource. Our businesses generate money. And when we talk about today's topic, which is one of my favorites, and I'm not going to lie, I think it's probably one of the biggest things that impacted my life and my business, which is hiring somebody to handle your social media. Social media is a non-negotiable for salons in this day and age, especially for salon owners and just business owners in general. I know that I have talked about having a personal brand in one of my previous episodes. If you have not checked that one out, I would pause this episode right now and I would head on over to building your personal brand, because you're going to get some insightful information on why a personal brand is so important. I would think that listening to that episode first and then heading on over back to this one is going to give you a little bit more information that might be more resourceful for you. So having a personal brand is so important, especially when it comes to people choosing your business and even clients choosing you as a service provider. So when you have a social media manager, especially if you're a salon owner or even if you're an independent stylist, if you are a suite owner, trying to do all of the things really good is impossible. It is absolutely impossible. And having a social media presence and a personal brand is so important to have a thriving business. So when I hired a social media marketing director who does all the things, including editing this podcast, and she does an incredible job, by the way, BTW, I love you, Megan. I just have to say it was probably one of the scariest things that I had ever done, because it was a big investment for my business. And at that time, we had just been coming out of the pandemic. The unknown was really scary. I didn't know what was going to happen to our business. We had been shut down. My business was still growing, which was something that was amazing, even though we had so many struggles and so many just hurdles to actually push through. So I decided to take the leap. I decided to invest in her. I think that we had just an amazing relationship, and I just loved everything about her. And I really saw how she saw my vision. And that is something that is so important when you're hiring somebody. When you are hiring somebody to take over your social media, you really want to make sure they understand your brand voice, your mission, your vision, and who you are as a business person or owner, because they have to be able to portray that on social media so people know and understand who you are. And that was one thing that Megan just got. She just understood my brand so much. She had been with me for so many years, and she just understood everything that I embodied and everything that I did. She worked for me part-time. She started off as a receptionist and just kind of like worked her way through all of the positions inside of my business. And she was going through college, and this was just what she decided to get her degree in. So I said, I'm snatching you up and I think you're incredible. I would love to offer you a position. So here we are. So one of the things that this really helped me in my business is, one, it created consistency. And consistency is the most important part of actually showing up on social media. And the reason why is the more that somebody knows you, the more that somebody sees you, the faster that trust is built. And people want to trust the people that they're making purchases from. So when you are consistent on social media, it builds that trust and that relationship on a rapid rate. It also builds your reputation, and reputation is huge in any area or any business. Reputation is very important. So when you have consistency, all of these things, they align and create results. And that is essentially what we want to do with our social media. Social media is a tool to generate results for our business. So hiring somebody who understands that. So this is something also, like if you want to grab a pen and a paper so you can write down questions when you are getting ready to hire a social media manager, you'll go into that with confidence, knowing what to ask and what to look for. So understanding that social media is to drive results to your business, and you as the business owner or as the service provider should understand what those results are. Do you want more team members? Do you want more stylists? Do you want to produce more sales for your products? Do you want to create awareness? Do you want to create more of a community? What are the results that you want for your social media? Do you want to educate your audience? So these are all things that are important, and hiring a social media manager is going to help you execute that so you can start generating those results and generating them at a rapid rate. Another thing is, it took one thing off of my plate. I have so many working pieces inside of my business. I literally cannot do it all. I can't. I'm one person, and I was trying to juggle everything, and it was too much. So by being able to delegate these tasks to another person who, by the way, does them way better than I do and definitely is more efficient than I am, she is helping me grow my business in other ways at a rapid rate. I understand that hiring somebody who is better than I am is another way that is going to grow and impact your business. Making sure that you're looking at the work, making sure that if you have a specific brand and a vision and you have a visual brand in mind, having that person actually create some templates for you, having that person create a brand board for you as a form of the interview process, I think is great as well. So you can see that they see your vision. Now, this is something that you can absolutely pay them for their time. I absolutely 100% think that people should get paid for their time, but it's something that I think is a good idea. Also, making sure that they know how to create impactful captions. Captions are important. Now, Reels are becoming really popular, and I think that's something else that Megan really is creative with. She helps me come up with ideas. I just shoot the Reels, I'll do voiceovers with the Reels, and then she will come up with the ideas. So finding somebody who is also creative, finding somebody who is on top of the trends is also something that you really should look for. And last but not least, when you are looking for a social media manager, and why you need to hire one is that it gives a person an opportunity. It gives a person the opportunity to grow. It gives your team the opportunity to work with somebody who is an expert. I consider Megan an expert. She works with my team on a regular basis. She gives them ideas. It just adds a different dynamic to your business that I feel like is unique. It takes some pressure off of your stylist, and it helps your stylist get more creative, and it helps build your stylist social media skills, which is so important. So if you have been thinking about hiring a social media manager, do it. It pays for itself. This also frees up time for you to focus on things that generate revenue for your business. So I want you to think about and put this into perspective. Instead of you spending time on your social media, maybe 10 hours, 5 hours, who knows how much time you're spending, hire someone to do that for you. Take that extra time to do something that actually generates real revenue for your business, and it will pay for itself. I hope today's podcast was helpful. It's short but sweet, and it's a reminder that when you make an investment in your business, the investment pays off. So if you've been toying with the idea to hire your social media out, I 100% agree. You can check out our resources at opulentbeautypro.com. We have pre-made captions and other tools you can use to start simplifying your social media. If you're not quite ready to hire a social media manager yet, but you know that you do need some help with your social media at this time. All right, talk to you next week.